Okay, let's examine our failure. So the first one was way too high and way too far in the front. And also this angle was never going to work out. Like if we had placed it further here, we might have done a bit of long damage, but it would not have been enough. The second shot... What the... The second shot barely even hit him. It just barely grazed his flesh a tiny little bit. Like there's a tiny little sliver here. That basically tickled him. And then we had some more flesh damage. A bit of stomach, a bit of intestines. But yeah, that was cruel. I'm sorry. 90... What did I tell you guys? 95.82%. That would have been a 5-star guaranteed. That would have been a pretty big 5-star. But God knows how long it would have taken to grow him, because black bears are mature for like 20 years. So that would have taken a long time to grow him. How far did he run? Distance fled 522 meters. I'm pretty sure that was more. Well, rest in peace, little bear. You ran very, very far, and you took a lot of bullets, and I'm very sorry for that. Your head will look good on the wall of this poor movie assistant who's about to get fired for ruining a trophy. Oh my god. Alright, let's walk over to that lake, grab the drink zones, and then we go after the black bighorn sheep. Why do I still have... I don't need these markers anymore. So yeah, next goal for today is to get Felicia Yee's cabin unlocked. And maybe start canvassing our bighorn sheep. I'm actually gonna prepare a Nekebo's map for that, because there's not much else to do while we are walking there. So I'm going to remove the 4-star marker from our bear, so that I don't get confused over this and think there's a 4-star still there. And I am going to filter for bighorn sheep only. Now we have a total... We don't actually have that many bighorn sheep on the map, I just realized. Probably have about 20 groups of them. 20 herds. Alright, let's grab all the drink zones at this lake. Let's go. Assuming, of course, that there are any, which I would be surprised if there are none. If the number of zones at this lake is 0. I know in some DLC maps that is more common, but in Nez Perce Valley, usually if you encounter a lake, there's at least something. So let's hope there's something that was worth coming over here. Because so far I'm getting a whole lot of nothing. No wolves, no goats, no sheep. Nothing. Oh, there we go. Mountain goats. I forgot to bring a tier 5 rifle, so please don't give me mountain goats just yet. We're gonna have to switch out our Cinnamonski. But yeah, I think that's the only drink zone on this lake. Wow. That was underwhelming. That was really underwhelming. Oh well, at least we didn't have to go too far. Yeah, I think now we've done a full circle on this thing. All right. Black sheep, you are where? You're over there. Okay. Let's see. Let's actually count how many bighorn sheep we have on this map. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We have 12 herds of bighorn sheep. That is actually fairly doable when it comes to canvassing. And right now it is 8:22, so they should be eating, I think. Yeah, they should be eating. So we might actually be able... to grab an eating zone first. Let me see what the map boundaries are. Yeah, we should be able to grab the 2 eating zones for these. For this one over here, and for this one over here. Let me mark those zones. I'm gonna move my map a little bit. So one eating zone is over here, and the other eating zone is down here, roughly. Oh, thank you for the follow, Coriantis. So we have one eating zone. There's a hunting stand over here, which we haven't looked at yet. There is a eating zone supposed to be right over there. And then another eating zone roughly over here. And then we can go to the black bighorn sheep, which is, let me show it to you on the map, this herd right here. So the mission animals always spawn in very specific herds. They always spawn in the same herds. And so that specific herd is the one for the black bighorn sheep. And it should be around here or around here. For by the time we get to him, we're probably at drinking time, to be honest. So for now, let's make sure we grab a tier 5 gun for our mountain goats. And then we can go and harvest the black bighorn sheep while doing some census on the other herds. Because we do need to find a 4-star or a 5-star. Alright, we want to take the Steyr SSG M1. If you don't have the DLC weapons, the best tier 5 weapon basically is the Steyr monoblock, but it's pretty expensive. Let's actually go into the shop and see what else we can buy. Got a whole lot of guns that we don't really need. We are eventually going to need the Remington Wingmaster Waterfowl Pro, and we are eventually going to need the Waterfowl Pro and the Ringmaster. We're going to need them for specific missions. We're also going to need the Holden Jack eventually for a mission in Transylvania. For these, we can just go with the bows that we have. It's fine. These are the tier 6 bows. I would like to buy those at some point because we're going to need them for the Cape Buffalo. Gear. Tempting, but I don't have enough money to buy everything I need. Deer Grunt, red deer. Let's buy the moose collar because we do have to hunt moose on this map. The duck collars are not really worth it. I don't really need additional scopes because we do have the ones that we could claim from the DLC. If you don't have the DLC ones, that I recommend this one and this one, honestly. And let's go. There's nothing that we can call with the Deer Grunt collar that we can't already call with the Rattleback, but we are going to need these collars eventually. So let's just spend our money on collars for now. Happy hunting, thanks for your advices. Just begun plus DLC. Oh, no problem. You're welcome. Okay, we got this. We got the right scope equipped, do we? No, we still have the old one. Okay, put the new scope on that, please. We're still gonna keep the same colors that we have. And now we're going to go and look at our sheep. Okay, time for a bighorn sheep census. We're gonna wait about half a minute just to see if everything spawns in correctly. It's possible that we get sheep over there, or it's possible that we get sheep over there. Now, personally, I think if they were spawning in over there, we should already be able to see them now. Oh, we got the smoke from the campsite in our way. And I don't see anything moving over there. So I don't think our bighorn sheep are over there. So let's check the other one first. Because if we go over there right now, we're going to go directly with the wind, which is bad. So let's just go this way. Let's see if we can find them bighorn sheep. Canvas them properly, and if we can't, then we are going to have to go to the other zones. Also, I just realized I forgot. We do need to keep our wolves activated on Nekebo's map. And we need to update this one. We are currently on day 3. Very important. If we lose track of which day it is on this map, then we're screwed, because we do have stuff that we need to monitor as it grows. We have a 2-star adult wolf that we need to watch until he reaches maturity. And hopefully becomes a 4-star, at least. Okay, I don't see any sheep here either. So either I misplaced my markers or they are just hiding very well. This area always looks deceptively easy to hunt until you get close. Then you're like, oh my god, what did I do? Why are there so many trees here? And the other problem with bighorn sheep is that they don't make too many sounds. Like, they will make sounds occasionally, but not too often. Mountain goats, on the other hand, mountain goats you will just hear bleating all the time. There's no escaping the mountain goats. And I would like to say that the mountain goats are easier to spot because they are white. So they do stand out a bit against the forest. But they are also very good at looking exactly like rocks. So when we go mountain goat hunting in this game, you will very often play the game of rock or goat. And they do like to move around a lot, so if you were trying to go for one specific animal in the herd, then good luck. Alright. So either these are the most chill bighorn sheep in existence, or they are not here. Oh. Or they were closer than I thought. Are you sheep or are you goats? I think you are sheep. Yeah, that looks like sheep, to be honest. Running over there, up there. Near where the stony area is. Okay. Still pretty tough to spot. So I think that should have been over there, roughly. This is such a tough spot to canvas. And there really is no easy slope that you can go on to see them better. But yeah, those were the bighorn sheep, definitely. Yeah, there's no way we're going to spot them by going this way. We are just going to go the other way. We're gonna have to look at this herd later. Probably gonna check them during their drinking time, because then they'll be very easy to see right on this lake. There's no point in chasing them now. They're just... This area is not very good for canvassing herds that have spooked into the forest. So we're just not going to. We're going to find and mark their other need zone, and then we're going to look for the second group of bighorn sheep. Just double check that we don't have any mountain goats anywhere in sight. Because we are going to need 3 of them with a shot to the heart, of all things. And that's going to be tricky enough, because they don't like to stand still. And you cannot isolate individual animals from the herd using a collar. So I find the mountain goat mission is going to be a lot of trial and error, unless your shot placement is really, really good and you really do not care which animal you're taking. R.I.P. bighorn sheep. I hope you enjoy life without getting hunted. And for the other ones, we're gonna have to see if they are north or south. I would like to get the black bighorn sheep while they're in their drinking zone, because trying to get them at their feeding zone can cause them to spook into really weird places. So it's really best to get them if they are at the lake during their drinking time. And then I think the second mission will require us to get a mountain goat, a young mountain goat. Which means we're probably going to take a young female because I don't accidentally want to axe a mountain goat that has 99% fitness or something like that. And then the final mission for Felicia Yi should be to climb up a mountain and get a whole bunch of flowers. And that is really one of the most challenging climbs, because if you don't follow the path exactly, you're gonna be in a really rough time. You're gonna be having a really rough time. Just trying to get to those 3 flowers. I remember the first time I had to do that climb, I spent the better part of like 2.5 hours on it. But hopefully this time it will be faster, because I would like to finish her missions today if I can. So that we don't have to worry about whether we're doing our census in private area or not. Alright. I got these. Now we gotta see if we can find a way to get down this mountain without breaking our necks. And so we can get... Hello. Oh, wolves. Hi. Technically I don't need you. But if one of you is a 4-star, I won't say no. Of course, I can't see shit through these trees. Yeah, I'm not gonna waste time on these guys. And I am going to die, most likely. Because that was a really stupid idea. Trying to climb down this mountain right over here. Let's go a little bit further to the left. There we go. This is much better. Go down here. This is still the bighorn sheep zone. Now we can get towards our other sheep. Any mountain goats anywhere? No. You really gotta stop regularly and just pause for a little bit so the spook meters can decrease again, and to just listen for animals. Otherwise you're never gonna find anything. I'm actually surprised that we managed to get within 100 meters of those bighorn sheep without spooking them. That was quite an achievement, honestly. I have had that happen with goats before, but not with sheep. Okay, yeah, that was the resting zone for the wolves. Well, they're no longer resting. Because we spooked them. They ran off somewhere, God knows where. I have to say, as much as I don't like hunting in the mountain areas in this game, visually I do think they are the prettiest areas of the game. Like, I would definitely like to go hiking or camping in this place. But for hunting, no thanks. I'm just gonna break my neck. Not to mention, even though it's pretty high mountains most of the time, you still have a lot of trees. Whereas in the Transylvania mountains, for example, you can see for miles. Like, if you like long-range shooting in this game, the Transylvanian mountains have got you covered. Oh. Goats are eating here often, okay. Unfortunately, we don't have any goats. Would be nice if we did, because we do need them. But I don't see any, I don't hear any, so I guess they're not here. And I would not be surprised if 5 seconds from now a goat just starts bleating in the distance, like, yeah, we are actually here. Thank you for not noticing us. Like we had with the black bear, where we were like, oh yeah, he's not in this zone, and then we turned around and it was like, whoa, whoa, 220 meters away from us. Alright, there should be a hunting stand here. I'm not sure if the hunting stand will actually help us get those bighorn sheep. It probably won't, let's be honest. But we're gonna get it anyway. What do we have here? Grey wolf eating zone. Okay. Makes sense, we have a mountain goat eating zone right over there, so... would make sense that the wolves are eating here as well. Yeah, I don't think that hunting stand is going to help us much. Right? I mean, if there are any bighorn sheep, they're way out of reach. Oh, what's that perk we just unlocked? 15% less visible to animals when upright. Oh, right, because we've been traveling 30 kilometers in upright stance.